What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me once again. Stocks and trading with Tradedoc segment's called Eye on the Market, where I go over a list of 32 ETFs to see where the market is going and stuff. So, just gonna get into it this week. Had all-time highs. The SPY, the Nasdaq. Probably gonna see a couple of them that hit all-time highs. Oil's been retreating, and that's about it. But let's just get into it. It's high in the market. This recording probably be on Beast Mode Trading Group, YouTube. Alright. So first up, we got oil. USO is trading at 43.43. Translated that to the price of oil. We got oil around 61.77 a barrel, so they've gone down pretty good amount in the last couple weeks. They're down about 10% on USO, and as we know, so actually a barrel of oil is trading at 61.86. Oh, and today is August 22nd, 2021. It's on a Sunday, so this is for the upcoming week. So oil, it's gone down pretty good amount. Probably wouldn't be looking. I mean, it's gonna find support and bounce for a little bit, consolidate maybe, but wouldn't be the first one to get into it. Anticipating a bounce. So USO probably going to be consolidating between these levels of 45 to like maybe 40. It might go down to maybe 40. 44 was pretty. I mean, that's for the price of a barrel of oil. So USO will probably be coming down a little bit further. So we'll see what happens. Next is XOP. And like we were saying, if oil breaks down, so will the rest. So XOP was down roughly about 8% over the last week, and that's also due to the price of oil retreating. So XOP probably be consolidating unless something different happens. Probably going to see a whole turn of the tide. Next is OIH, trading at 168.50. They were up about 0.5% on Friday, but that's probably most likely a dead cat bounce. All these oil service companies have gone down. The ETF itself has dropped down more than the collection of the basket that I hold. So as an indicator, probably could see this starting to bottom out, but watch the price of oil. Next is UNH, that's natural gas. Natural gas been hovering for probably the last month between this range of 14.75 and 13.26. You can see that continue to consolidate probably in that range of like $15 and $13 for a little bit. And if it breaks down, it probably finds support at $11.50 to $11. If it breaks below like 13 or say like 12.50. Next is at XLE, energy sector. Then again, energy sector hasn't gone down as much as all the other sectors. So the energy sector, with the companies in there, Halliburton, Kimball Moore, Schlumberger, ExxonMobil, Chevron. So they've been benefiting just enough to keep this sector up, XLE. But like I said, consolidation unless the price of oil makes a U-turn. Next is XLU, and XLU is still breaking out. Made all-time highs on Friday, $70 flat. And like I said, that's kind of like a bad sign for the economy. You can probably see this continue to go up as risk comes off the market, and find exhaustion, consolidate up there. That's what XLU does. But right now, people are piling in, bringing the price from $63 up to $70 in about 6 months. So what percentage is that? That's from July, so like less than a month, probably a little over a month. That's an 11% increase in XLU, so that's pretty substantial. And if you would trade in UTSL, that's the triple leverage utilities, you'd be up 34%. Next is XLI. XLI is coming off. That's what I've seen a couple companies dropping like 5% over the course of the week. So that was all the companies I've seen were in industrial sector. So this week, they were down 3%, the whole sector. So I'll probably see some more downturn in this. Maybe retest the bottoms of 98 at least. XLB, material sector, is next, and I expect this to move up. So this looks like a classic structure. So definitely XLB prices will be higher than 86.59 in the next couple of weeks. Right now, trading at 83.78. So I just do this. I'm gonna put in just a simple wave count just to keep track. Nothing's official, but you never know. So got a fifth wave, got a B. So the fifth wave happened. It was on 5/10 on May 10th, and then the first correction happened on June 21st. The impulse up, which would be the B wave out of the ABC correction, is on July 12th, where the price was 83.63. And then this is the material sector. The final correction, the C wave, would have been July 19th. Now the first impulse one, very simple, was just last week, which was roughly August 12th. Now if this could hold this level that happened on Thursday, then we can see the prices go up higher. So on Thursday would mark the bottom of wave 2. Now if this is going to be the next leg up, which looks pretty good, then you should see the prices higher than 26.35. And I wouldn't doubt it. Materials, inflation keep going up. So that's XLB, so bullish on material sector. Next is XME. XME has been consolidating this range, hasn't broken out. They've been down on the week, trading at 41.63. Probably gonna keep on consolidating, or like everything else, come to the downside, retest the 38s. Next, MJ sector keeps on drifting down, trading at 15.95. There's a couple of companies that just had a little bit of a boost. CARA is up in the last few weeks. You know, they were trading at 11, now they're trading at almost 14. But you know, MJ sector, when it starts going bullish, it goes pretty rampant. So first sign of bullishness is to start making some higher lows. Then probably the party will get started. Next is XLB. XLB is at the bottom of a range, not kind of retested the very bottom of 118 that happened on Thursday. So it is you got to really look at what's in the sector and causing the biotech sector to be basing so far to the downside. But it could be a reason, a lot of consolidation, whatever. But I haven't really looked at the companies and what's happening, what's going on in there. Next is XLV, and I know that one because it's Johnson & Johnson, American Pfizer, and it keeps on pushing up. I expect more all-time highs, those three as a segment. So I put them all on a chart, one of each, and they're about to break out. What can I say? XLV, stay bullish on it. Next is XRT. This is the retail sector. Retail sector is probably going to be testing some bottoms here. Probably going to be some bad earnings. I don't know. Or might be good. Who knows? But retail sector, it's been consolidating all year. It's kind of been at the highs here. Trading between 92 to 97. So at $5 range pretty much all year. So keep watching now. XLP is actually making going to be making new highs because they're the only ones that exist now. They're kind of taking over everything. So consumer staples necessary, keep them going bullish. Next, XLY, and that's a little bit different, kind of consolidating at the bottom here. So retesting the bottom range of the 175. Now they're trading at 177. So XLY probably be like a consolidation trade, maybe even see some lower lows just because it's really frothy in that sector. Next is SMH, and SMH came back off. So they did break out. Oh, wish I didn't do that. They did break out of the channel, and they just came right back. You know, I thought they were going to make another leg to the upside with like the same width, but they kind of came back and retested. So they were clean off the top. They're clean off the top for a little bit, but they retesting kind of like the center. We'll see if they can keep on moving up. Right now they're on a bullish slope, so definitely got to stay a little bit bullish on semiconductors. Next is IYR, real estate sector, still up there, so I expect another continuation going up, just a little bit slow. Next, XLF. It's consolidating between the $36 and 38. So right now they're trading at 37.69. Probably going to be staying in that range for a little bit. TLT coming off the tops. They kind of retest this, so we'll see if this is actually going to be pushing up. So people start getting bullish on the bonds. Now, if you were bullish on the bonds, yielding 30% on the triple leverage TMF. So, we've got to trade that consolidation between 146 and give it some upside room to the 155s. It's something. Give it some upside room. Next is gold, and gold bounced off, kind of consolidating. And if this is kind of like the same structure that I've looked at before in gold, I think the bottom was right there at the 161s. I still have some trades going on, but if it gives me a pullback, maybe I'll add some more to that. So I expect the price of gold to go up above, for GLD to go up above 180, and that would make gold up to 1900 an ounce, and that should happen in the next maybe 3 months or so. Right now they're trading at 166.70. Next is GDX. GDX is actually doing the opposite. It's not turning, but this is probably a good buy opportunity when it's actually really low, almost at the very lows for the year. It's trading at 30.97, so GDX is probably a good bullish trade to go from here. Probably a good price point. It's good. It's probably a good time to like build a position, because have a tight stop loss if that's the way you're doing it. Because if it probably breaks the support of 30.50, then it's going to be lower than what I'm looking at on my charts. Next is UUP, and actually it's breaking out back up to 25.06. So is it going to hold at 25.06? The US dollar is being strong here. So it's at 25.15. Usually it doesn't like being above the $25 mark. I haven't thrown no shorts, but implied volatility is pretty high, so selling some calls is good there if you want to go against the trend. Next is QQQ. It looks like it's rolling over. It's been consolidating for the last couple of weeks. All-time highs were about 2 weeks ago, so give the technology sector some time to consolidate before making its move back up. Next is IWM, and IWM added I had some iron condor in there, and I took off one of the side of the legs, so like I say, just buying the bottom, buying the dip. So Friday was the day that it was up 1.5%, and Thursday is when I put the trade on. So we'll see what happens this week. Kind of still trading it. I started trading it in July 22nd, so it's been about a month. It was a good profit because I took the profit side of the iron condor, the short call side, and just leaving the puts run, because we're gonna have a little bit of a run here, at least right back to my the center of this channel. IWM trading at 215. I just needed to be above 218, 216 I mean. Next is SPY, and that with the rest of the market we'll probably see another touch of the all-time highs to retest, but it's going to be a little stagnation going on. And here we have FXI, that's China trade, and they were down about 1% on Friday, and China still hasn't found a bottom. tentative bottom is around the 27.75. Could that be a bottom? Right now they're trading. No, it was 37.75. But right now they're trading at 38.67. So on the, you know, maybe this is a bottom. This is a retest of the bottom that was recent at 28.42, but they kind of broke down a little bit and then came back up. So let's see if China can maintain. India made an all-time high on Friday, trading at 46.49, and you know, out of all the countries, this is the most steady recent from what I'm looking at from December of last year to today. From let's just say from the lows of December, from December 18th of 2020 to today, it's up 24%, so pretty steady with INDA. Next is RSX, and RSX took a turn down over this week. So it could be the war stuff going on. There's investments coming out of that region, I expect. So probably a retest of the 27.49 unless some political announcements are done. EFA, that's the Eurozone, is next. EFA is hitting the middle of the channel and maybe trying to retest the tops, which is 81.36. I have the retest to 77, and now trading at 79.45. Next is EWZ. EWZ has actually turned down lower. I mean EEM. EEM. That's emerging markets. So it makes sense why it's turned down lower following China. Kind of broke support, so something that we gotta bounce right back from. Next is EWW, that's Mexico. Mexico is on a retracement. Said we wanted it to test the bottom of the 46.70s before moving back up to the 51s. Last but not least is EWZ, that's Brazil, and EWZ broke support, so it broke down from the 36.40s. They were hoping that it holds, because that was a few month trend line. So it broke that. Now it made like a small support area, which was expected of the 33.90s. I mean $34 mark. So it'd probably be consolidated in this zone, maybe even come back down. But it's really got to hold $33. If it breaks down below $33, then it's definitely gonna be a down. It's gonna be bearish. But EWZ looking like it's a buy opportunity, but with a tight stop, of course. It could be the first support. Now this is the first bounce on Friday. They were up 1.1%. So building a maybe a consolidation strategy and just leave some up higher, but more longer term. I mean, whether it could break this structure and go bullish, it's gonna do some consolidation work before doing that. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Be smart out there, stack it up. Peace.